Raising a child with auditory processing disorder before I came to the center was like driving someplace without directions. And through this process, I became Colin's ears, I became his voice. So I never felt that he was going to be able to get through life without me.
Before I came to the Center for Hearing Communication, I was someone who felt embarrassed about my hearing loss. I was not very open about it. I would pretend that I could hear and follow along, but in fact it was very difficult for me. I was often confused. I was always a step behind.
It's devastating when you hear that your child has hearing loss. Both my husband and I were distraught and sad, and the first thing I think is, why me? Why does it have to be me? Why my child?
I've had a hearing loss since I was born. I had a congenital hearing loss, and had to rely on faking my way through a little bit.
I found the Center for Hearing Communication because I was really encouraged by my employer at the time to do something about my hearing loss, because she really recognized that I was smart and I had skills, but that the hearing loss was really getting in the way. So when I got to CHC, they helped me meet other people that were like myself who also had a hearing loss, and it was wonderful. It was the first time I was able to connect with others that had hearing loss, and I was really surprised that there were people like myself there that were professionals. They were educated, but they also had a hearing loss.
We discovered Hugo's hearing loss when he was about 21 months. Hugo receives speech therapy twice a week, 2 hours individual, 2 hours group. And the one-on-one individual is fantastic because it really focuses on Hugo's developmental issues in language. Sometimes it's his S's, sometimes it's his D's, and we do games and exercises to really help that come through.
Here we go, ready? Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Oh, that's a good one. Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Let's see your tongue. Darth.
Darth.
Good trying, good for you.
We're lucky that we have a great set of therapists and people who work here who really care about the children and about what they do and how they're growing. I think that's unique to the center.
My daughter was born with a congenital hearing loss, and I knew that if she could get help early in her life, she wouldn't have the same experience that I did by ignoring it and hoping it would go away. And it was critical to me that she really be able to develop language, because I had a lisp that developed because of my hearing loss. And she's gotten speech and language development since she's a month old. And for me, I'd always had a hearing aid, but I never really had one with the quality that I probably needed. And as a sidebar to my daughter receiving services here, some of the audiologists started talking to me about my lack of proper equipment.
My first day was filled with so much hope. I was hoping that this was finally the answer after such a long road of looking to see if somebody could help my son. And when I came here and he was evaluated by Lois, it's one of those moments in your life where you always remember where you were, and Lois said to me, "Don't worry, it's going to be okay," after evaluating him. And that was everything to me.
I want you to repeat after me, okay? Robots are beginning to do a lot of our work for us.
All robots are doing a lot of work for us.
Good try, Ray. Listen again. Robots are beginning to do a lot of work for us.
Robots are beginning to do a lot of work for us.
Excellent. Good listening.
He's in places and doing work in school that I never thought he'd be able to do already. And I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings.
Before I found the center, I always felt so sad about being hearing impaired and having a hearing loss and struggling all the time. And the center just gave me a lot of hope and a lot of solutions. And I just really hope that this center will be here for all the other people that are having difficulty with a hearing loss.
I'm so happy with his progress. His confidence has skyrocketed. His spontaneous language has grown so much. And I think just seeing my child develop and grow and mature in this last year and a half, almost 2 years, that's the best gift anybody can give me.
The biggest difference I've seen in my life is my daughter's life. She's learned how to use her language, how to speak correctly, and how to hear. And all the other places that I've been to have been audiologists who made me a hearing aid. But there was no continuity. It's like, here's your aid and good luck. CHC makes a commitment that's a lifetime.
I think there's nothing Colin can't do now. There's nothing he won't be able to do, and there is nothing that if he wants to do it, that I wouldn't just pat him on the back and say, you go get it, because the center has given him the skills that he needs to achieve.